Microsoft pushed an update to Windows 10 this last week, and it's got everybody up in arms. I mean, we're having issues over here. But the one group of people that they made absolutely the most furious was gamers, because it affects video performance and input performance on keyboards and mouse. So yeah, there's some grumblings out there about Microsoft really botching up some Windows 10 stuff over the last week. So maybe what you're having is that problem.
Yeah, because I've got a bit of a lag here. I'm going to have to use the audio and lay it over the video because it's not synced, and that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That is a problem. So Daniel, the scrape, I'm looking forward to it. And they should go to tnm.me/runaway-scrape to sign up. Is it registration fee, or is it just for members, or?
Yeah, there is a fee. We have opened it up to supporters. There was some discussion about that, but one of the things that we're doing is we're bundling a provisional membership in with those tickets. So if they're a supporter and they're not yet a member, they can go ahead and take care of it in one fell swoop. But yeah, I mean, the tickets are available on the site. Members, if you go to the site and log in, you get your membership discount applied to the tickets. And you can also opt in for the barbecue dinner on Saturday night, which you're not going to want to miss. I mean, look.
Of course, you're going to opt in for that. I mean, the number one. They didn't want to hear anything specifically about Texas independence.
They just wanted the barbecue.
They wanted some barbecue and some good country music. So, that's all barbecue cares about. Good barbecue and some good line dancing, and maybe a couple of Strong Island iced teas. And she's good. She is one happy. That's probably why I proposed to her, because that's all she really needs to be happy. Some good brisket, some good country music and line dancing, a couple of good Strong Island iced teas, and she's a happy woman.
Yeah, it's going to be, look, this is the first time that we've done an event like this for the TNM. Obviously, Kara and I have done events sort of similar with similar elements for Radio Free Texas, but this is a different deal. We're taking pieces and parts, and we want to give it a shot. We want to provide what the members want in the setting that they asked for, with all the elements that they've asked for. I mean, literally, this entire event has been driven by member feedback. So we'll see what happens. But I do know this: Runaway Scrape is going to be an annual event. We've purposely capped off the number of tickets to keep it very small. So, I mean, there's very limited spots available at this point.
Oh, so this is really exclusive.
It is. It is.
Like my VIP all access passes to the GT race last weekend at COTA. So, I mean, I could go anywhere, everywhere, but it was very exclusive.
Yeah, it was important for us to keep it purposely small. We want to be able to manage what we got first thing out of the chute, but this is going to provide a counterpoint for us. We will do this event every year, and as we see what happens with this event, we'll grow it. If we need to open it up or keep it purposely small, we'll do that. But this is going to be a counterpoint for us. It's going to be our annual spring retreat, and we're going.
Is this going to replace Texicon? Is this?
No, that's the next thing.
Y'all's, I mean, I kind of consider that kind of like y'all's, kind of like CPAC kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, and it will be, and that was what I was going to say. The spring retreat is not going to replace TexCon. It's going to be a counterpoint for what's going to become our annual fall conference. So our plan is for the organization to do essentially two major kind of big events, or kind of anchor events a year, to have a spring retreat and a fall conference. And, traditionally, Texicon was held in November, at the beginning of November, and it looks like that's where we're going to be shooting for again this go-around. So, we'll stand by. I mean, maybe we'll have that nailed down, but it'll be more of a traditional conference. So, I'm super excited to be able to visit with so many of these folks, especially given, a couple of weeks ago, one of the things I did was I sent out my personal phone number, like not even an office number, but literally my cell phone number, to every member and a lot of the supporters. And from that, I've had some phenomenal conversations. These guys are calling me. They're asking questions. We're texting back and forth. And I mean, you gotta go to tnm.me and look at the number at the top of that page and realize that it seems insane on the surface to send out your phone number to that many people. But it turns out it's just been probably one of the coolest experiences that I've had since I've been a part of the TNM. So I'm just looking forward to meeting a lot of these folks in person.
Daniel, let's take a break right here, man, and come back and then really get down to business. What's happening under the Pink Dome? Susan has been fantastic with the girls from Texas on Fridays. I'm like, oh, why do I need Daniel on? I mean,
Susie's awesome.
Susan's doing the job on Fridays with the girls from Texas. So why do I need Daniel? But I have you today, man. So we need to go over some of this stuff that's happening under the Pink Dome, dealing with the Alamo, the cenotaph, protecting Texas monuments, our very unique culture, and TNM is on top of all of that. And of course, the never-ending fight for a referendum on Texas independence. Daniel Miller, president of the Texas Nationalist Movement, based out of Nederland, Texas, the heart of the Golden Triangle, actually my turf. Let's take a break. We'll be back with Daniel via live video stream. Sketchy Skype, but it's working. Daniel Miller, if you're not listening, you're not learning. Your grassroots political organization may benefit from having your own internet radio program. RagingElephantRadio.com can help you achieve that. By having your own RER program, you can personally inform your members and supporters of the top issues in your community and grow the size of your organization. Starting your own RER show isn't as hard as you think or as costly as you think. To get started, go to RagingElephantRadio.com and click the Advertise on RER button for a list of prices. Or you can email us, sales@RagingElephantRadio.com. Have your voice heard, have your own show on RagingElephantRadio.com.
RER Cross is the Christian programming of RagingElephantRadio.com. Pastor Stephen Broden is a featured Bible teacher.
What runs interference with God's instructive word are Satan, the world, and the flesh. Out of these three comes doubt, fear, and unbelief. Doubt and fear leads to unbelief. Unbelief, more than any other sin, is targeted towards the very character and integrity of God Himself. It challenges God's promises, His stated purposes, and casts dispersion on His plan for you and all who believe. This is what Satan did in the Garden of God with Adam and Eve. Satan led them to believe God was holding back on them and was untruthful about the consequences if they ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Enjoy Pastor Stephen Broden, 9:30 a.m. and 9:30 p.m. Sundays on RER Cross, right here on RagingElephantRadio.com.
Texas independence. Have you ever thought about it? What exactly does it mean, or is it even possible? Sam Houston said,
Texas will raise her head among the nations.
Was he a dreamer or a prophet? You can get the answers to these questions in the book Lying in the Sand by Daniel Miller. Doc Green says it's required reading for every Texan. Lying in the Sand by Daniel Miller gives you the information you need to be prepared to give an answer to anyone that asks. As a Raging Elephants Radio listener, you are the go-to person for your friends.
RagingElephantRadio.com.
This book is more than a good read. It will equip you to reach others while pursuing a better future for your family. Get your copy now by clicking on the link on RagingElephantRadio.com.
RagingElephantRadio.com.
That's RagingElephantRadio.com. Since a portion of the proceeds goes to support Raging Elephants Radio, it may be time for you to cross that line in the sand.
RagingElephantRadio.com.
What's up, Saints and Patriots? I'm Apostle Claver, a proud Texas nationalist, and I'm here to tell you about Texit. For 25 years, Daniel Miller has been working to see the rebirth of the Republic of Texas. His work has been hard, but his passion is deep. For many Texans, there is a deep yearning, a burning to see the prophecy of Sam Houston come true. But the desire of their hearts comes with many questions. Texit has the answer. It's the new book from Daniel Miller and Defiance Press. Texit, Why and How Texas Will Leave the Union. Texit charts the path to Texas independence. This riveting book of facts and philosophy will soothe your anxiety about the coming change and build your confidence that Texans can get it done. You'll want to buy several copies for your family and friends. Like I've said about this governmental mess, The only way out is out. And the best part of Texit, I'm in it. Texit, why and how Texas will leave the Union. It's selling like hotcakes. Buy it on RagingElephantsRadio.com.
What do you care about Washington, D.C.? D.C. doesn't care about you. You're a Texan. You're a Texan above all else. And there's only one radio station that's going to feed your need for Texas power and independence. RagingElephantsRadio.com. Finally, the Patriots of the Lone Star State have a unified voice to fight back and organize. 24/7, 365. RagingElephantsRadio.com is going to give you what you need to know about Texas politics, liberty, and independence. Take us wherever you go. RagingElephantsRadio.com. Streaming on your computer, smartphone, tablet, and internet auto.
Numbers equal power. Spread the word about RagingElephantsRadio.com.
Yeah, a little bit later on, when we say toodaloo to Daniel Miller, my good friend from Neyland, Texas, Raging Elephants Radio contributor and president of the Texas Nationalist Movement, I'm going to get into some more of these policies of the Democratic Party. Democrats from right here, the jackasses of Texas. We're going to look specifically at their platform. There's been a lot of outrage over the fast tracking of SB 10, an absolutely atrocious education bill. Essentially turns every independent school district into an insane asylum, and your children that are in government schools into lab rats. And what you'll find extremely interesting is that the language within SB 10 is almost verbatim to the Texas Democratic Party platform of 2018. I find that just an abomination. I tweeted about it. I tagged Dan Patrick and Bob Hall on it, and the Texas GOP on it. Just atrocious. Daniel Miller is here with me. Okay, Daniel, so you guys, Susan does a fantastic job as your legislative director, and we really appreciate the inordinate